Hey guys, it's John.
And Darius.
On You Cook So Gay, and today we're cooking scallion pancakes so gay. So we're going to start making the batter first. In here I have 2 cups of bread flour and a teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of boiling hot water. Stir this up. And this has to rest for a little bit. So we're going to do something else between while the dough is resting.
How long does it have to rest?
About an hour. And you could do it overnight. That's a little water. We're going to pull this out and knead it. And, you know, like your regular dough, make it all soft and shiny and combined. So just add a little more water if you need to get all the flour in there wet. You don't want it to be too soft. Oops. So it should look a little stringy like this. And we're going to pull it out and get it on the surface, lightly floured, and get to kneading. I love Chinese pancakes. I've never had them. And this girl I used to work with, she used to get them every day for lunch. And so I tried it. Theirs was really oily, which I didn't like. They used to actually fry theirs in a frying pan, then deep fry it, which was a little gross.
I don't think I've ever had it.
They're good. And they're simple. They're not that hard to make. So we just want to knead this dough up, get it all incorporated. Now you can see it's a little soft. What I'm going to do is lightly dust my work surface. Finish kneading it there. And it should all come together and not be, like right now it's kind of bumpy if you look at it. You want it to be smooth. So just keep kneading it until the dough comes together. And eventually it'll stop sticking to your hand. And you have to let it rest for at least an hour. You can do overnight in the fridge, but it's best to let it sit for at least an hour or 2 if you're going to make them right away, since we're making we're making Korean chicken tonight, egg rolls. See how nice and smooth that is now? We're going to wrap it in cellophane, let it sit for an hour, so we'll be back. See you later. Hey guys, we're back with our dough that's been resting for an hour, and now we're going to put our scallion pancakes together. So what I'm going to do is cut this into 4 pieces. If you don't have one of these, get one. This is the best thing to clean up flour off of your workspace and cut your dough, and it's just a great little tool to have. So we're going to make 4 scallion pancakes. So I cut my little ball into 4 pieces. And then what we're going to do is, on a lightly floured workspace, I'm going to get some of the wetness up. We're going to roll this out like you're making a pretzel or whatever. You're going to take your rolling pin and you're going to roll it out. No, Nice and thin. Now, this is the first time Darius and I are making these, so just don't be afraid to try stuff. You want to roll this out nice and thin, like almost see-through. Like you want to get it really, really thin. And as you can see, it's not, you want it to be as rectangular as you can get it. So I'm just going to keep doing my best. Like I said, this is our first time at doing this, so it's, we're learning, we're living and learning. Oops. Oh no. Okay, so once you have it nice and thin like this, you're going to put your scallions on the dough. Okay. Then you're going to roll it up. Now I'm going to leave the lip of it without any scallions so it has something to grab a hold of. And you can put, if you want to put more scallions, if you like a lot of scallions, put more, whatever you want to do. But you want to roll it up pretty tight. Try to keep as little air bubbles inside as you can. But the air bubbles are good because it gives it texture. Once you've rolled it up, like so, you're going to roll it like a Cinnabon. I know you guys know what that is.
I remember Cinnabon.
Me too. And then tuck the piece of dough underneath. Now I'm going to do the other ones, and then we're going to show you how we finish it. So let's do another one. Hopefully this one will turn out better. Try rolling it out differently. Because when you get this rectangular shape all rolled out, that's what's going to give you those little flaky layers. Lovely layers, as what's your face would say?
Mary Berry.
Mary Berry.
I love the little layers.
Mary Berry, our little British hero. She had polio in the 30s. She's like 1,000,000 years old and she still has a baking show. So as you can see, I'm struggling a bit to get this right. You want to do it as thin as you possibly can. It's got to be, I mean, like see-through if you can, because you don't want it to be all doughy and that looks better. Spread the scallions on there. Now we're going to do the same thing with this we did with the egg rolls. We're going to freeze the 2 extra ones between parchment paper. That way we can just thaw it out and just heat them up in a skillet when we're feeling like we want some Chinese pizza. You don't have to worry about getting all the air bubbles out. There's going to be some air bubbles in there. And when we roll this out again to cook, if a couple of scallions pop out, No worries. And then we're going to roll it up. Under. Now, I'm going to take my cast iron skillet and throw a little oil in it. So we take a little bit of that thing. And get this, start this heating up. So now I'm going to take the first one I rolled up. Oops. Uh-oh. Malfunction there. Problem solved. And then we're going to roll this out to about 1/8 of an inch. I can see some of the scallions are poking through. Try and keep it as round as you can. You know, hence the name pizza. Then we're going to do the other one. Oops. You know, I used to get these years ago. I never thought I'd be making them. Or any Chinese or Asian food for that matter. We actually learned to cook because my mother was such a terrible cook. God rest her soul. Flour. Now you can see there's more, because I put more scallions in this one, there's more scallions coming out, so it's okay though. That is okay. Now once our oil's warmed up, we're going to cook these. And this is why you should get one of these things. These little dough, they're called dough scrapers. See how easy? Because I think the thing that frightens most people about using flour making dough is when you add water, it makes a paste. So this just makes it that much easier to scoop it up and get rid of it. But we're actually going to roll the other two out and freeze them. So once this oil is good and hot over here, we're going to start to cook these babies. Now in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, for the dipping sauce, I'm going to mix a little bit of soy sauce, a couple of chopped scallions, and that's it. It's that simple. So let me do this one first. And what you're looking for is golden brown on each side. Not burnt. Should take a couple of minutes on each side. But because we did the swirl and then rolled it out, it's going to give you all those little layers of deliciousness. Oops, still not done. And again, we're going to use our cookie sheet and jelly roll pan, brown paper towel, to drain the extra oil off. Already starting to brown. And they're really simple to make.
It really is. Flour,
water, and salt, scallions. Don't be afraid to try these. Our stove is a little bit slanted and I'm too lazy to fix it. Our landlord installed it, and didn't use a level, so that's what it is. Let that heat up. So instead of torturing you, we're going to turn the camera off for a second and then come back and we'll flip it over. Alright, so here we go. We'll flip it over. See, it's beautiful. You can almost see the spiral in it. So you want both sides to look like this. Brown and bubbly. So we will be back in a few to show you both of them done and cut. And with our dipping sauce. So here we are. Our egg rolls and our Chinese pizza, scallion pizza. And we put together the dipping sauce, which is just a little soy sauce with some chopped scallions in it. You can pretty much use duck sauce or whatever you want, but this is what we're going to do today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give it a try.
I can't wait to give that a try. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.